Solo Blues with Cassandra. In this video, I'll show you how to do fishtails. Fishtails are a move that many people find a little bit complicated to master, so we're going to start simple, and work our way up. Okay, so first thing, stand with your weight split between your left and your right, okay, on both. Move your weight back so that you're standing more on your heels. Now, try to rotate your feet. When you rotate your feet, of course, you're not only moving from your ankle, your legs are going to be moving in the hip socket as well, okay? Don't strain yourself. When you feel comfortable with this, try to step and then rotate your foot out, then step, rotate the other foot out. Step, rotate, step, rotate, step, rotate, step, rotate. Once you have that, try to make your step with the knee pointed down and inward, okay? Your hip is going to be dropped just a little bit. So you have step rolling from the ball of your foot to the heel onto a straight leg, and then rotating that other foot. Stepping bent, straightening as you roll the foot down, and rotating the other foot, okay? Right now I'm showing it as two separate movements, but you want to try to do both of these at the same time. Notice that each time I step, I'm moving my foot a little bit back towards the center, because when you rotate, your toe gets further away from you each time. Okay, so for now we have step, straighten and rotate, step, straighten and rotate, step, straighten and rotate, step, straighten and rotate. Next thing we want to do is add a little bit more punch. Okay, we don't want to just straighten our leg, but actually try to send our hip out to the side. Okay, we have our pelvis angled just a little bit relative to our upper body. Okay, and we're going to go out with the hip so that your opposite leg, the one that has the rotating foot, is straight as well, okay? So stepping bent and going straight. Now, if you've just mastered that, you've done a fishtail. Some people find that it's difficult to have both of their legs straight. That's fine. If you want to leave one of your legs bent as you straighten the one, and then step and straighten just that one, that's fine. That's another style of fishtail. We also have a kind of fishtail that we can do that's called broken, okay? And normally, the smooth fishtail is done in a smooth part of the music, okay? Not necessarily a slow part of the music. Fishtails can be done at many different speeds, but one that's melodic, okay? Whereas broken fishtail is really handy when you have a rhythmic section, some kind of staccato, sharp rhythm happening, okay? For that one, we're going to achieve the fishtail in two parts. We have our bent step, and we're going to move very quickly, sharply, to the point where our hip is out and our opposite leg is straight. Yeah? So we have step, I'm bent, and pop out. Step, pop, 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 step, pop. For a little extra emphasis, you might have noticed that when I do a broken fishtail, when I do my step, I really emphasize the fact that I'm on my toe. So I have a very broken line and then pop into a straight line. Very much on my toe and pop into a straight line. Whereas with the smooth one, I keep my feet almost completely on the ground the entire time. Okay, so now let's see what that looks like from the back. We worked on this exercise of rotating, and then we did step, rotate, step, rotate, step, rotate, step, rotate. And then we added a bent knee. So step, rotate, step, rotate, step, rotate, step, rotate. And then we smoothed that out, drawing the hip out further. That's our smooth fishtail. Notice the entire time the movement is happening below the waist. This is not an upper body movement, okay? Then we saw the broken fishtail. Step, pop, step, pop, step, pop, step, pop. Now, speaking of the upper body, there's lots of different stylings that you will see people doing on the dance floor. A lot of people like to do something to emphasize the hip movement coming out. So you could try some arms like that, kind of curved. Some people like to have their hands completely straight to emphasize the curving or the broken movement in the hips. There's plenty of ways to do this, so go ahead and experiment as you practice your fishtails. What we're going to do now is see what this looks like with music, going at different speeds, and using the two different styles according to what we hear in the music.